54 I thought was high enough.
Last couple to go in, Dark Justice and Alsham Fajr. They're lined up 1 mile and 3 furlongs, the journey this time, and they're off racing. And Show More Faith was one of the best away. Conversing is quick to go on with Taming the Tweet, however, as they race past the stands. Taming the Tweet in the blue and white jacket with Conversing in the dark green silks. Now moving up is Royal Barge into third, followed by Show More Faith, then Flying Tempo on the inside in the purple jacket with the red cap. Dark Justice further back with Alsham Fajr, and then Book the Band towards the rear with Icon Boogie, and finally JD Rockefeller. Royal Barge now takes command as they head towards the back straight. Royal Barge strides into a 2.5 length lead over Conversing in second. Taming the Tweet is back in third, followed then by Show More Faith. The pace now looks generous. In the midfield is Flying Tempo with Dark Justice. A couple of lengths to Alsham Fajr, and then Book the Band, followed out the back by Icon Boogie, and lastly JD Rockefeller. A good 12 lengths first to last. Royal Barge still applying the pressure here in the hands of Amy Scott as they gallop down the back straight. Conversing is tracking the leader under Joe Fanning, then Taming the Tweet on the inside of Show More Faith. They're followed by Flying Tempo, who's always been in about 5th place, the inside of Dark Justice, as they race 2 by 2 down the back. Book the Band is further back with Icon Boogie. JD Rockefeller remains in last place looking on, swinging the right-hander at the bottom end of the racecourse, and still Royal Barge by 1.5 lengths, Conversing in second. Conversing's got a break of about 3 lengths on the others. The front two really pressing on here, entering the final half mile. Show More Faith is out wide of Taming the Tweet, then Flying Tempo still locked away towards the inside of Dark Justice, Alsham Fajr, and then Book the Band, and out the back Icon Boogie and JD Rockefeller inside the final 3. Will these two come back to the pack here? Conversing looks ready to take Royal Barge. Taming the Tweet trying to rally. Flying Tempo now looking dangerous in the purple jacket and headgear, followed by Dark Justice. Conversing strikes the front, but quickly challenged now by Flying Tempo, charging down the outside. From the rear, Alsham Fajr is running on, but Flying Tempo has flown away as they run inside the final furlong. Flying Tempo chased hard by Alsham Fajr, and then the weakening Conversing, and this is one-way traffic here, and Flying Tempo is going to hose up in the hands of Graham Lee. Flying Tempo wins from Alsham Fajr in second, Conversing third, and then Book the Band for fourth.
Flying Tempo registers his 3rd win this season, 2 back-to-back, with a £6 penalty here. He's returned the 6-4 favourite for Graham Lee and Ed Dunlop. Second is Alston Fajr, quite a way back, a respectful distance for Ian Mongan and Paul Howling. And third was Conversing, who was briefly disputing the lead in the early stages and then settled behind Royal Barge, and he's weakened but not as markedly as the leader in the straight. Joe Fanning and Mark Johnson teaming up with the third.
And very impressive.